Well, hello there, my beautiful internet, and you fantastic creatures of the beyond. I hope I find you all in good health and superb. And today we're going to talk a bit about failure and what failure brings and what it means to us and how we can deal with it. Well, in my general slander, because I'm a panda and I love to talk. So, kind of often wonder where I am today and how I got here, and how many missteps I took. I don't know. It's just the crazy journey that I've been through. I'm not really entirely sure I know the answer to that, but in a way, it kind of gives me a certain pleasure to explore this dynamic of me and my journeys. So I'm just like you, my wonderful creatures of the beyond, a being with flaws and insecurities in life, but I persevere to look inward of myself and try to kind of make sense of what they are and how to deal with them. And sometimes this requires me to reach out and ask for aid from those around me that I trust and that are dear to me in order to overcome these shortcomings. And it's not an easy endeavor to work on ourselves, let alone admit that we have parts of us that need mending or healing. And it's really not easy to open up to those around us. It may even be harder to admit that we need a bit of help and guidance when we lack it. But we kind of enslave ourselves to these stereotypical characters of society where we take everything, where we kind of put in the position to take everything as we go and just shut up about it, which is kind of the worst way to be alive in this world, in my humble panda opinion. So why do I go through this meticulous process? Just like how I'm hitting that nail over there over and over until I can manage to really hit it in the head. I'm kind of clumsy, I know. But I think the answer would be because on the long run it kind of helps me realize that I'm not hopeless or unrepairable. Sure, there are many levels of issues in this life that we all have to deal with, but at the end of the day you should not compare your issues with those around you, because those issues are important to you and they affect you and your own life. And historically speaking, a great deal of art has been born out of the suffering of the human condition. And it carries a lot of emotions through it, where we can deduct feelings such as, I don't know, empathy or a desire to make the world a better place. Well, at least better than the art is depicting through its cruel and crude and sincere messaging in that aspect. And really, here is where I believe that art can become truly beautiful. Because we don't have to get stuck artistically and realistically, health-wise speaking, in this loop of pain or sadness. Even in the most severe cases, pushing through for a more constructive or positive perspective can alleviate a lot of the burden and give way to those beautiful wonders trapped deep within our souls or minds or whatever you want to call it. And yes, the road to success is filled with holes of failure, but most of the time we can't really avoid these holes. We have to go through them. And if we persevere and push through all of them, then our journey will forge us and we become more competent and more mature in our decision making. And this experience that we gain well, both will aid us and those around us, if we so choose to do it, to share it. But most importantly, when we reach the success phase after all of these failures in life, we will not stop there. We won't become complacent. At least that's what I think. Because we will not take it for granted, all the good things that come in that phase. And we will appreciate them. But perhaps we might even be inclined to help others to reach their own success, because it's a wonderful feeling and we should really all enjoy it in life. It should be the default thing, in my opinion. So art in its many forms ties deeply to our personal lives and beliefs. And if we want our art to progress, we have to first make improvements to ourselves. That's kind of just a fact, because there is no art without the artist. So taking care of ourselves unlocks our full potential, and even ideas and feelings we might never thought we could experience with such intensity in our own lives. Like, nothing in this life is truly impossible, even though it might seem so. Just like, take for example the water that carves and erodes through the solid rock to reach its intended destination. You can also hammer your will to push through all life's obstacles and discover the things you always wanted. Because, time and patience can do wonders. So do not get discouraged about everything that's around you, because the world is filled with negative tabloids and news and people that seek to dwell into misery, and that's kind of trying to attract a quick and cheap and dirty attention of the audience, which is very horrible. But this is the world we live in. We can't do much about it, but we can do a lot about ourselves, because we can tune out of this negative perception and stop going on social media or staying around people that constantly try to make us feel small around them. Just find elements in our lives that bring small joys and people that support us and know our true value. There's really a lot of good things out there and a lot of amazing people that can help and inspire us. And all we have to do is kind of simply ask for it. People are very open in this world, and if you just simply explain what you feel, there are quite a lot of people out there that will be inclined to, share their experience and offer their support, at least morally. And that's more than enough for a lot of us. So my principle in life is kind of like, offer good deeds out of the goodness of your heart. Don't expect anything in return, because perhaps helping someone today might directly or indirectly help us later in life without us even knowing, because that person might appreciate your help and they can help others as well, and the circle keeps going, and we create our own environment that is positive and constructive in our lives. And all we have to do is just start with us. Well, I hope you enjoyed my small panda rambling. Just as usual, I'm crazy and insane, and I hope you guys are beautiful and amazing, and you have a superb day, and I'll catch you later in the next episode. Stay awesome, guys. Bye 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 bye.